How's it going so far?
Honestly, cannot complain. This month has just been a little bit slower, but
Well, it's summer. Summer's coming up, right? So everybody's going on vacation and leaving town. What's been selling for you?
handles obviously a lot.
How much you guys sell handles?
215. Handles 215. We go through a lot of cherry 11s, cool grays.
You guys do merch and stuff too, or just sneakers?
We're keeping it as sneakers now, to be honest. Because everything you want to input into the mold, you have to get a written approval first. So before you start bringing everything in.
Understood.
So that's the only downfall of it. Like, it's not like your personal location saying, I want to try this out for a week.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
So how are you getting people to get to like come here? Cause like for me it was.
It's a little bit harder because.
Well, it's different because I'm not used to being in Detroit, right?
Correct.
And this isn't like where the tourists are gonna go. So how are people finding you?
Honestly, a lot of it through word of mouth, advertisement on Instagram. He did have a really big grand opening, so people became more familiar of where his location is. I see that you've done amazing. And honestly, he looks up to you a lot. He watches a lot of your YouTube videos.
Where is he? Is he in school?
He's actually in school right now. He's at Ford Early College.
It's not the same kid that had. You guys didn't have anything in Chicago at one point, did you?
No, we didn't have a store in Chicago, but we used to vend all the events in Chicago, all the Sneakercons we used to attend.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's been doing it since 13.
Let me see a picture of
Yeah.
Is he your son?
Yeah.
That was a crazy show, you know.
It was.
I think I left with 3,000 pairs that show. I had two kids. This was the one. I remember this. This was the show that, it's a really long story, but I wasn't able to put out the content that I made for this show. I had two kids that I took from the streets. I'm gonna redo this in Chicago this year and document it a lot better. But I took two kids from the streets. I gave them $500 a piece, and I was like, I need you to show me every move that you make with this 500, like literally like trade up challenge, right? And I had one kid who made like $300 profit. The other kid lost like 50 or 60 bucks.
Yeah.
You just gotta have the hustle.
Not everybody gets the same chance, bro. It doesn't matter how you start. But that's dope, man. I wish you guys
I
the
remember
best.
that 2-day event, he ended up buying a ton of used Yeezys.
You know, that was a wild show for a multitude of reasons. And it's dope that in 2 years you've been able to scale it. You guys have been able to scale it and do this, bro. I wish you guys nothing but the best.
Good. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna be there buying some stuff. So.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, pretty much in the early drop off. Show hasn't even started yet, but we got a nice little day before the show. Nice little drop off, something light, couple pairs, but you know we're gonna get all this processed so that way we can get it ready to go back to Vegas.
They don't know the value of consigning. More importantly than that, they don't know the value of consigning with you guys on how quick the velocity is and the value they're gonna get on product. So I really think like getting here, we're gonna be here as early as 5.
Okay.
I think going to every single booth and just giving them an opportunity to understand this is what we're doing, this is our moving shit. It's gonna go a long way.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
We got 300 vendors here tomorrow, so it's a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot of tables to play, yeah.
320 vendors to be exact. And how many people? Like 10,000, almost 10,000?
Like 5,
6,000 guests. So 6,000 guests, average person is going to 3 pairs of shoes. You should try to get at least 1 out of 4. You know?
Yeah, show up early.
You guys got Urban Necessities merch that you wearing tomorrow? This is slept on.
That's one. That's my one.
You got these in an 8.5, or it's just a display the smallest size?
This quite small. You got bigger, but it's not small.
I need to be doing some footage.
Right.
Damn, they fit true to size. You want a pair of these? Yeah, I'll take one. That's a
They
win.
got these in here that have that.
They got in a, you got in a half of these, family? I just think. I know I have some shit. No, that shit is a war zone. You should talk to him about the You should talk to him about the wholesale and like wholesale consignment. He was talking shit the whole time I was driving over here when we was on the phone. He said, man, he ain't got it. He ain't got it no more. He ain't had no shoes in a long time. Man, go. Man. Give me like two more. Give me like two more. Like, at least one.
Best vendor in all of Sneakercon.
This one?
No, this entire.
Oh, no.
right here.
But these kids are with.
This is how it should be.
You know they were in Singapore, right?
Yes.
These kids are with the shits. I was like, I got behind the table. I was trying to sell shit for them.
Oh,
Then I found an off-white Air Force One that I just legitimately didn't have room for, and there was like great margin. Like if I would have got it back to Vegas, I would have made $2,000 on it. So I'm like, yo, don't be here. Look, I'm gonna throw you a bone. Buy this shoe, trust me. And they got itchy and sold it for like $400 profit there, but they could have made. When I had the chance to buy it, was at Complex Con. This guy that was working the Nike booth sees me and Joni walking through, and he's like, yo, I'm a big fan. I'm working the booth. I'm gonna offer you. He's like, you don't gotta wait in line. I know the lines are crazy. I could give you two of whatever you want. And remember, it was the Just Don, the Travis Scotts, and the Don C, and the Just Don, the Travis Scotts, and the Complex Cons, right? My dumbass. I'll just take the Don C's. Joni's like, then I told him I just want one. I just want one. Joni's like, give me two of all of them. I'm like, yo, Joni, you're ripping this kid's hand off. She's like, no, I'll take all of them. And she reminds me every day. Like, she's like, you swear you know about sneakers. Remember this? That's how she hits me.
So Wendy's friend was the PR manager for LA.
Okay.
She said, come, just buy whatever you need to buy. She said, I'll take one of everything. The only one they didn't have was one of the whack ones.
Yeah,
But
the
she
Don
did
C
get
probably. Was it the Don one, the high top?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
One of the ones they didn't have.
Yeah, the
And
one
and she was mad about it, but she got the Complex Con pair.
Yeah.
Right? And they didn't have, and I bought one of each too. They didn't have the Complex Con for me. So I was like, oh, let me just go to round two. But I didn't have time. I was in my office. I didn't have time. They had it for $1,100.
Damn, bro. Nah, the Don, to me, like the Don is the one that dudded out, but to me, that was the best one. That was the best one. But like, it didn't have height.
Oh wow, they got a hiding.
Oh, what?
They got a pair of hiding.
Oh, yeah, that's the second pair I've seen. That's a dusty one back here.
24 millimeters in width, so that's why it holds.
How are you, bro?
How are you?
What's up, man? What's up, Bobby?
Good, baby?
What's up, man? Good.
You've been busy.
Yeah. Tired. I'm happy to be here. The great city of Detroit. You got anything for this?
Do not be a victim of that.
You don't got one?
We need all the vehicles.
Like see-through?
It's weird, right? Seeing without a watch. But I respect it though.
Sold them all.
You got it. He asked me before. He goes, "Did you ask?" I said, "I didn't ask him." Really?
So-
Whatever.
Sold them all 2 days ago.
Good for you.
Bought a house cash.
Yeah.
See? See that? Yes, exactly.
Bought a house cash. House number 3, bro. So I've opened.
We've motivated him.
Nah, I'm tired of listening to you guys talk about houses. These two guys.
It's just an asset that.
How many of you flipped? How many houses have you bought and flipped?
Dozen?
A dozen houses in 7 years.
Yeah.
You're
I
like
don't
in
really
another.
flip.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No.
hold.
So now
You
I
know,
hold.
Now he wants to.
Now I
So
hold.
how many?
Now I
How
hold.
many? You have duplexes though, right? Or quadplexes or whatever they're
The
called.
largest one that I have is a 24
Yeah,
family.
that's next level stuff right there. Yeah.
You know, but
At that point, you start.
So what I'm planning on doing is, you know, in a year and a half, take the equity out of both, and then go and flip that and buy more. Is what I'm thinking about doing. Just
Some might call
recycling.
that a HELOC, home equity line of credit.
that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Look. The watches and all.
No, don't get it twisted. I got like 3 more lined up for this year.
No, but
3 more watches?
Yeah, 2 Rollies and an AP are on the way.
Okay.
But the point is that market fluctuates so goddamn much.
The watches? Yeah, it's not. It's not for the little guy.
No,
It is not for the little guy.
Although we
That
party
really.
either.
Yeah.
Or
no.
that part too.
Yeah.
You gotta.
And that's in real estate isn't like that. It is.
Right.
Because you could go like now you guys down there, you're going this way.
Yeah. Oh
High.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
guys, you know, like 4 years ago, you could buy shit in Vegas. They were giving it away.
Nothing. Yeah.
But you know,
I was talking to the homie here, Bosworth. You know Robert?
yeah.
He said he was buying properties here for like 20 to 80 grand.
My Uber driver was like, 7 years ago, you could have bought a house here for 10 grand. He goes, a fixer upper today's 50,000. I was like, I'll take 5.
Right.
But then I'm like, we're still in the hood, though.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
problem. See, like down in Philly, you could buy like a whole
Oh,
block.
I'm sure.
Like 300 grand.
I'm
You
sure.
own the whole block. But like you say, location is not the
course,
best.
of course.
You're gonna have to hold that for like
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So here's the point of this whole
The
little
homes are pending.
conversation. It's not, don't get caught up in what he said he got or what he said he got or what I'm telling you I bought, because none of that shit matters. The point is every one of these people that are standing right here have multiple streams of revenue, and you got to be good at one to be able to do another one so you can find a different way of life.
That's
right?
right.
Because it's going to take you
it.
multiple streams of revenue for you to be able to like do, and then throughout this entire process, I don't think any of us here are gonna tell you shit sweet. There's gonna be moments where one does really good and the other one does really bad, and this one's got to pay for that one,
Yeah.
and then vice versa. And then
I feel like
sometimes
we always share the
and then
good
there's,
stories.
And then there's
Right,
some,
of
there's
course, you never
times
tell the bad.
there's times in businesses where both of them are stressing you out, and you just want to call it quits. And those are the days you got to work 10 times harder than the last day. What's up with it, man? How are you, my guy? How you been? What's up, bro? How are you, man? You good? Blessed. What's up with it, man? How are you? How you been?
By your shop a couple years ago to tell you thank you in person for paving the way for us.
Ah, man.
And,
I didn't do shit, bro.
No, yeah, you did, brother. You did more than you know. For real. You did more than you know. You really set the bar. And we appreciate you.
Well, I'm still trying to push that bar a little further, man. I think I definitely think it's possible, and I'm just excited to see like everybody finding their way,
Yes.
right? Because like that was the most frustrating part for me. It's like, how the do I find my way? How do I be myself? And how do I get people to rock with it? That shit's not easy, man.
Growing
So
every
the
day,
fact
man.
that you're doing it, like I made that post asking the places I should check out. I think you guys were one of the places that they mentioned, and I just saw it too fucking late.
Yes, sir.
So how long you guys been in business?
So backstory is my brother used to buy and sell shoes every day. So my mom and dad divorced back when we were younger. So it was just me and my mom, my brother living together, and my brother used to drive from Detroit to Brighton, which is like an hour away, pick up shoes from the Nike wholesale place, and then literally drive out to Grand Rapids and sling them outside my dad's shop. 8 years ago, he passed away, and I wanted to
Sorry,
open up
man.
something in his memory. And a couple years ago, like about 4 years ago, I went to my dad's shop, and I'm like, he needed some help at his store, and I was doing insurance at the time. So I'm like, what could I do to make the store better? I'm like, Pop, what his son used to do, and my brother was saying. I'm like, buy and sell shoes. So I started bringing retros in, then Yeezys, and then Dongs, and it just exploded, and then opened up my first
Goddamn.
shop in Grand Rapids, then Novi, and West Dearborn.
How many employees do you have?
About 20. Yes, sir.
God is good, bro.
Always. God is good, man. Self-improvement every day. Just keep growing and going. That's it. You know,
Hell yeah.
better than we were yesterday.
What's the Instagram? Now I gotta support and pay attention.
I appreciate that.
Can't do nothing but respect the story, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
You got a fan in me.
I appreciate that for real. That's us right there, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Damn, y'all been DMing me. I'm horrible, bro.
Trust me, I know. What size shirt do you wear? What size?
I'm an extra large.
Extra large. I'm gonna come by and see you later.
Fair enough. What's up, kid? I was trying to see how long before you realized I was taking your shit. How you been?
I'm good, I'm good.
He's like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on over there? Good, man, good.
Yeah.
How's fam?
Good.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's lovely.
Reinventing.
Absolutely.
I love you, bro.
Always
This
have.
is amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
What'd you get in?
What's that? When? Thursday.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Cool.
we dye and wash all these other colors that
No, you're
exclusive
killing.
to us,
You're
so
killing.
Come on here. We're selling more t-shirts than anybody out there, baby.
No, you working hard, bro. It's good seeing you, bro.
Absolutely.
I love this guy's hustle and energy. Yo, he goes to every show and kills it every time. And it's changed what he's selling like 100 times over. What's up, guys?
Trader shirt.
Yeah.
That's for you. Extra
Okay.
large, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. What size would you like one? I got a trade. We're gonna do this like how they do football jerseys and basketball jerseys at the end of the game. What size are you?
Medium.
All right, give me 1 sec, okay?
Thank you. And then this one, this Joni, what size does she wear? A large?
See, we're the same size.
Extra large?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go get another. I was
Awesome.
gonna give, turn around, Brandon. This is one I was gonna give her. Sneakers, make the logo around.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Thank you. Thank
okay,
you.
I'll bring it back.
No worries. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. God bless.
Yo, don't mess that up there. Don't mess that up.
Pretend like you do it to the side.
Yo, Alan, they combing my bald head over here, Alan. What's going on?
What's up?
See you,
All right, man.
Been a
Yo,
minute.
it's been a very hot. You know, I did a YouTube video with him a long time ago. I was wearing like a very young boy outfit, man. So I'm looking back at that video. The further we get from it, I'm like, damn, I was wearing the wrong size, all sorts of shit back in the day.
How you been?
That was a good video, though. Good, man. Good. Just working. How you been?
Same shit.
Yeah, good.
Push it.
That's family. Yeah, that's yeah.
I
No,
was,
he was very excited.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Let me know
I've seen
if
your
I'll be-
I've seen what you've been doing, man. You're killing it.
I'm just
Doing your thing out here, humbling too.
same time.
No, that's what I mean. Like I see it.
Same time, bro.
WNB also.
Dope. I'll be there. All right, bro. God bless. Good seeing you, bro. You looking good, man. Good. Good. How's family?
Good, everybody good.
Good.
What about yours?
Nah, I can't complain, bro. Wifey got a, got to go into UCLA now for the cancer, so she got a shot now.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
I know it's tough.
Denver?
Pairs.
Oh, you sold 200 pairs in Denver? Wow.
I did almost 200 pairs the weekend before, and Boston got sold too.
Crazy.
I bring like 600-700 every like U.S. show.
Well, dope. Well, whatever you don't sell, bro, let me take it.
I got you.
Oh my God. Wait a minute, bro. What's going on, bro? Where you been hiding, B?
Opened the store. I've been there the last 2 years. So it's my first one in 3 years.
Man.
PA, right side of Philly.
Yeah. What's good, my guy? JC, bro.
Right.
Nice to meet you.
Keeping up, man. Congrats.
Yeah, we moving, bro. We moving, trying to stay out the way, just trying to keep showing these young boys how to do stuff, man. And
I'm still watching.
nah,
it's all love.
I'm trying. I think like now more than ever, I realize like that part, right? That people are still watching,
Right,
and that people. Like, it's not that they don't appreciate the humor, but like they really are watching me for how I'm moving, right? As far, but still, it's more about the moves. They don't got nothing to do with me.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
but if when you do good shit, people see that. You know what I'm saying? But the moves definitely, because that's the blueprint. Pioneer of it. So you know, at the end of the day, you got.
I wouldn't say I'm the pioneer. I got a lot of, bro. I got a lot of support, B. That's what it boils down to. You know?
I mean, when I got into sneakers 5 years ago, I didn't know about sneakers. I thought you was the first reseller. Keep it G.
I've been in 12 years, right? And so. What's up, man? The one thing I tell everybody, like when I got in, like what I was focused on is like an example. How much you selling that shoe for?
What shoe?
The Olive.
All of 1,000.
Right, so that's $1,000 shoe, right? So when I started, I would be like,
how long did it take till they got to be able to sell $1,000 shoe? How many interactions were there? So then I started focusing on the time, effort, and energy, and then I realized, yo, it only takes time. So, and then the other part I had to accept and remove emotion from, and stop with the negative like thought that we always have. Oh, that guy's just a hater. Nah, he don't rock with me. You gotta understand, when you start something, you gotta convince yourself. And half the time when you're selling something, when you start, you don't even know how to convince yourself that you're good at what you're selling, right? So how the heck are you gonna expect the guy that's in front of you, that's never seen you, never heard of you, you only got 4,000 followers on the gram, right? Like, how are you supposed to sell that? And then what's your presentation? So all these are questions you gotta like figure the solution to. And I got that really late in life, but I think I was able to get those lessons and learn and accept it to the time that I was supposed to. Because if I would have tried that at any earlier point in my life, I would have f***ed it up. Yeah. Better, you got it when you were supposed to receive it. That part.
Always be yourself. You know, don't. A word I hate is shortcut. Yeah. There's no such thing as a shortcut. Oh no. You know, everybody wants to, but it's a word that should not. That's not allowed in my vocabulary. I mean, I take the long road, but I make sure I get there safely. Yeah. So it's my product is a direct reflection of who I am. Yeah. And I'm really flattered when somebody says, "Wow, I love my jacket. It looks like you." I say, "That's the biggest compliment I can get, because I could tell it's one of your jackets." You know, because I really put my love and effort in everything I do. Even though I've been doing it for so many years, I still have the passion of creating. I personally sign every single jacket that I do. I put my passion. I want the ultimate fan that buys my jacket to know that I physically touch the product and they have a direct connection.
Well, I think, look, it's really hard to get people to see the value in what you're asking them to do if you don't do it yourself. Exactly. So I learned all the ways to not do stuff, and then it's really hard being the one that focused in the school. Like, I would learn it faster than you and then not really see the value in the way. And that was just a horrible attitude, energy, struggled with a lot of stuff. And so now I'm learning the value and allowing people to speak on my behalf for me and my brand. And sometimes they might not necessarily have the same beliefs or me as I do, or the correct etiquette and how to be kind and like tell the messaging, and they'll break it. And you got to be okay with them breaking it and using that as a learning lesson, which when you're starting, again, you don't even know how to keep the lights on, how to even turn the lights on. And that could really like traumatize you in ways that you've seen some of my struggles, and it's been really hard to continue to grow. And but I also have to recognize that I've been extremely micromanaging my brand for 7.5 years, and I don't even know how I got to where I'm at. Well, really, I do know how I got to where I'm at, and it's the support and the community allowing me. 100%. And even when I mess up, me being transparent and them accepting my mistakes and allowing me to continue to try. So people have been very patient with me and my brand, and I've been very scared to grow. And now I have people that are removing some of what I thought were my restrictions and reasons why I couldn't grow.
And now I'm like, oh man, we gotta open everywhere. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's a lot of things that I still want to do out here that I feel like I need to do, like walk through the aisles, buy the shoes myself, and like it breaks my heart when I walk past a table and I see somebody that might have a few minutes or hours or months or years behind paying attention to me and my brand, my content, and their eyes light up and they're like, oh, this is the moment where this guy's gonna buy every shoe off my table. And like I have other people that do that for me, and like I can't buy every shoe. That's not what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
But it sucks. I want to be the guy that's on the sales floor, helping every customer, getting every shoe, posting every Instagram post, doing all the YouTube videos. But I need to have a life too.
So I work people the way you want to be treated. So I've always lived my life that way. And I look at the universe through the lens of whatever I give it, I'm going to get back. And to me, that's authenticity and consistency. For the people that have known me ever since I got into this industry 30-something years ago, I'm the same person that was broke in Inglewood and everything else. I'm still technically broke. I got a little bit more money, but my mentality is the same. Like, just because things may change and tax brackets change, I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
Where I've been wearing sneakers, sweatshirts, and sweatpants and sweatshops since I was 12.
Yeah.
I'm 53 now. It's the same.
Yeah.
So if I walk into a room like this, you don't know who I am. I'm just like everybody else in the room.
Yep.
I like the idea of blending in. I like the idea of being consistent.
Nah, it's easier to walk in a room.
Oh, dude. Man. Dude, I mean, I've worked with some of the most famous athletes you ever want to meet, right? You know the one thing they would love to do? Walk in a room like this and nobody know who they are. They can't live.
They love that. They can't do it.
Man, I value that every single day, and I ain't did shit. But for me, though, it's just that's just the way I am. I ain't trying to pretend to be anybody. I'm just who I am. Like it, great. If you're not, we not meant to be friends.
Yeah.
Simple. But to me, it's consistency. I think when you have consistency of who you are, and you're not trying to pretend to be something that you're not, that consistency breeds longevity. That longevity breeds prosperity.
And people gravitate towards all that.
Absolutely. I mean, we were just in a meeting a few minutes ago. I thought I was getting served some papers. But this gentleman walked up to me and he was like, yeah, I work for the Sacramento Kings and we're looking for HBCU interns. Can you guys help us? And I'm like, well, yeah, we can help you with that. Now, I don't know if y'all know geography, but Sacramento's nowhere near Detroit.
Yeah.
Right? And so this brother lives in Detroit, came here specifically for a chance for us to meet so we can have that conversation.
That's amazing.
To me, like that was just me doing what I was supposed to be doing for him to recognize I was a person he wanted to talk to.
That's amazing. So I'll leave it at that, man. First of all, round of applause for our panelists.
In terms of your business model, what's your opinion on consigning versus just buying outright in terms of what's more valuable for the two?
You know, my formula might not make sense to most. Some people might think I'm delusional. You have to just continue to find creative ways to generate a dollar. And where I saw value was I wanted to be in this space for way past my days. I wanted to create something generational. And I started tackling on, look at it like an onion. I opened an onion and I was like, oh, a layer and another layer and another layer. And then I started building stuff that I thought I needed. And halfway through building it, recognized this doesn't make sense. I gotta go this way and I gotta go that way. The entire time, it's like taking the money out of your pocket, setting it on fire and throwing it out the window and praying that you don't go out of business or that your employees don't rob you blind or the customers that walk in the door that you think are there to buy stuff from you, but really they're just scoping your store out. I got really lucky in the sense of I started and got a lot of support at the beginning with my brand, and people allowed me to generate enough revenue that I've been able to dump millions of dollars over the course of 8 years into creating what I think is the blueprint for all of us to do consignment. And I'm really close to turning on features and processes that are going to become the standard and shareable with all walks of life for every type of entrepreneur, whether it's the guy that wants to buy one shoe or the guy that has a sneaker store in front of a college that could justify an expense that's north of whatever dollars. Do whatever you gotta do to keep the lights on, bro. There's no right or wrong way to do that. Just be yourself and be honest the whole way through. Treat every guest like a family member you haven't seen in 30 years. And if you f up, you gotta be the first one that talks about it, not your customers.
Wait, what do you mean? You having trouble finding suppliers?
Yeah, finding enough at price points that you can justify so you can be able to scale and grow your brand and make more money. 1,000,000% he's in my head and I love him. I think we all have that same issue. It's a never-ending one. I think you got to continue trying, see the value, and recognize that there's more places to the world than just where you're at.
Don't always look at profit margin. You know, like you said, you know, the wheel has to keep on rolling. You cannot stop it, and you keep on moving. If sometimes you have a supplier that charges you a little bit more money, but you know he's going to deliver on time, and your margin is not going to be as good as if you did it, let's say, in the Orient, and you know you're going to have to wait 90 days to get delivery, but you're going to have like an amazing margin and say, wow, this is great, I have it sold. It's okay, you pay the price, just keep it going.
You're also asking to skip a step. You cannot expect full-time results from a part-time job.
Cannot.
So if this is what you want to do long, hear me out. You can have multiple streams of revenue, yes, but if you want this to be life-changing, generational, real brand, guess what? You gotta stop everything else. I had some that I was doing part-time, some that I was doing full-time. The sacrifices that I made, the ones that I didn't want to make, the ones that I was fighting, it was like yanking teeth out. When I made those sacrifices and I restructured everything, allowed me to open 3 stores, one in a whole nother country, buy millions of dollars of shoes, all because I turned it into a full-time job, and it took me 9 years with a store in September, 12 years of reselling and thinking that this is my job, but I don't really want to do this as my job. It's the mindset. And then it's accepting that your way isn't always the right way.
It's like man's first question, right? When you find out what you're passionate about and you go all in, you focus on winning, right? And failure is a part of the win, right? I don't know if you were here earlier. Like I feed off of the negativity. I feed off of the failure. I feed off of those things that get in my way. But I'm undeniable. I'm either go through you, over you, or around you, but I'm getting past you.
Yep.
When you have that mentality,
perseverance.
where'd my man go? When you have that mentality, you don't have conversations about failure. You don't even get in your mind of it's not going to work.
Again, you got to have the confidence in talking about what you're doing. Because if you can't convince me, and when you're telling me what you're doing, why should I support you?
Yeah. And also, sometimes you can't tell people stuff. Because sometimes you can't share your visions because your vision may be too big for other people's visions. And so they're only going to give you their opinion based on what they see and what they know.
Yep.
And if they only give you what they see and what they know, you're in the wrong group. You need to find a new group of people that have bigger visions than you. So when you give them your little bitty vision, they're like, double down. And then you walk out the room like, God damn it, like I came in too small.
Yeah.
But you left big though.
To sum up, I mean, there is no such thing as success without failure. You know, nobody has gone and started something and been successful without falling. I mean, even when you're a baby, you start walking, you keep on falling until you start walking and ultimately start running. There's no light without darkness. And you know, all the great philosophers in the world always said that's the basic 101 of life. You know, there is no sunshine in the morning if there's no night. So I did always understand that this is the way you have to look at it. But be consistent. Just know that you're going to wake up in the morning and the light is going to be there.
And appreciate every moment along the process.
Yeah. Appreciation, always.
Yeah.
That it is a blessing. And like again, I repeat myself what I said earlier, no entitlement. Don't feel like you are bigger than, that you can push something for tomorrow because, you know that that's basically disrespecting the universe.
thinking that you're going to be up tomorrow morning. So do as much as you can and keep on pushing it. And if you think that at 7 o'clock you want to go home because you want to watch your game or you want to watch, and you still have work to do, keep on doing it. I mean, I stay till 12 o'clock at night, and then and honestly, it doesn't have to do with just with the money. Of course, the money.
Just take a second. Turn around. Look around. This whole room is filled with people that are just like you, that have an appreciation for something that most people that we talk about don't even understand this.
Yeah.
This shows me that Detroit has hope and that Detroit belongs in this industry and in this space. It's people like you that are allowing this moment to happen, and it's people like you that need to talk about what's going on in this room to make the next one bigger. Because without you, this does not work.
Yeah.
And I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be the fly on the wall here and hanging out with you great folks here in Detroit.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for listening.
Thank you guys for listening. We definitely got some goodies for y'all. Let me see what I got.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy 2Js, and I'm here with Monster Energy and Monster Music on the Heat Train in Detroit, Sneakercon, and I'm with my boy Andy from Chicago, and Andy runs Russell Monster Energy, Monster Music, Heat Train, and this has become the shoe of the show. There's like 30 people wearing these. What are you wearing? Show them the blisters. Estoy ayudando, loco, para que no entren aquí. Yo aquí, a ver cuánto tiempo se tarda.
Yo, he trusts me so much. He trusts me so much with the merch that he just wipes out.
So Sneakercon Detroit is a wrap. I think we did okay. We sold a little bit of merch, started some amazing relationships, networked with some great people here. What I can say about the city of Detroit is that it is in great hands. There's tons of amazing ambassadors. A lot of resellers pulled up. There was 320 vendors that were here. There was over 7,000 guests that walked in through the doors. Shout out to my Monster family. It was great catching up with Rosenberg, Royce of 5'9", Cypher Sounds, Drain. You know, shout out to the team for Urban Necessities, because the team from Urban Necessities happened to do a little bit of work today. Behind me in these boxes, I know you're normally used to seeing a bunch of just shoe boxes, but we're trying to be a little bit more efficient with our time. We boxed everything up. And I know I'm asking a lot, take my word for it, but there's over 1,000 pairs in these boxes that are now on their way back to Vegas. And I'm excited, I'm thankful for each and every person that allowed me to be the outlet for them to make $1 and allowing me to make $1 with. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I bought all this shit. I didn't. All this shit is consignment. This is a testament to all the hard work. This is a testament of why I go to every single show all over the world, right? To build a network solid enough that I could go into a room and generate $1, not only for myself, for my family, for my staff, for the people in other communities nowhere near home, right? Work to the point where your name works for you and not against you. And I'm thankful. I can't wait to go to Hawaii. I got a lot of videos. This is probably gonna be a little bit delayed, you know, but I'm hoping that by the time you see me in Hawaii, you got Foot Locker content for my drop. And by the time I get back from Hawaii, you got the content from when I was here in Detroit. And by the time I'm back from Hawaii, or when I'm going to the next, there's a lot of shows going on. There's a lot of stores going on. Thank you. This was amazing, man. Like that conversation on the stage, go replay that again. I know a lot of that might go over your head. I know a lot of my content is longer than what you guys are used to seeing. Just, I'm not asking you to watch my whole video in its entirety in one session. Bookmark it, come back. There's a lot of gems that you might miss if you just skim through. And, you know, this is me just kind of leaving, you know, the memoirs to all the cool stuff I get to do. So thank you for allowing me to be me. I had a lot of fun here. Detroit, I love y'all. Detroit, I promise you, if I had my way at some point, I'll have something here for y'all. And just thank you for letting me be me. I'll see y'all in the next one.